Well, I think Gracie's got it all put out. Yep, looks like she does. Yeah, she's a fine little sous chef, she is. You know, for a kitty cat. And we're doing something special tonight, here on Saturday. Something we haven't done in a long, long time. With prices what they are, and meat so high, yep, we're going to have steak. But just not any steak. It's a special steak. And let me show it to you. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's a Pleasant View Farms Quality Meats. Restaurant quality meat sealed for freshness. Beef New York strip steak. And you might wonder, where did that come from? Well, I'll tell you a secret. It came from my local Family Dollar and Dollar Tree store that I took you through several months before. Yeah, we got a combo store. One side's Family Dollar, where they sell all the food. The other side's Dollar Tree, where they sell all the cheap junk too. And just to prove it to you, I have the receipt right here. Right there it is, Family Dollar. And you can see the price. New York strip steak, 8 ounce, half a pound, for just $1.97. Regular price, $8.50. Yes, they were on clearance sale. And I bought all 5 that were left. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this steak, this fine quality, well aged, in the freezer, from Family Dollar. We're going to cook it up with some onion in the cast iron skillet. It's already hanging out on the stove. And we're going to be using to season it some fine Malabar black pepper, ground just in time for the freshest it can be. And we've also broken out the good stuff, the Himalayan pink salt. Yeah, from the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. To give it a little more spice, we're going to be adding some of this McCormick minced garlic. And we're going to be pan searing our steak in Chosen Foods tested sesame oil. Oh yeah, it's a higher heat oil than olive oil. But there's probably going to be some butter basting involved. And it's still in the fridge, staying cold. And like I said, we've got some onion, because I like onion with my steak. And in the toaster oven right now is a medium baked potato, already cooking away. So yeah, this steak is a half a pound, 8 ounces, 3/4 of an inch thick. You know why? Because I measured it. So yeah, let's get it out and start prepping this fine, well-aged, marbleized New York strip steak up. Now you probably already know that you want to take your steak out and let it come up to room temperature before you throw it in the pan. Yes, you do. Otherwise, you won't get a good sear, and you'll get that gray looking piece of meat. Another thing you want to do is you want it to be dry. So we're just going to take some paper towels and we're going to just blot it up, pat it dry. The drier you can get this fine chunk of meat, the better off you're going to be. So we're just going to pat it right on up, even around the sides. Let that paper towel soak some of that moisture up. This will ensure that we get a nice sear. And we'll just leave it there for a little bit. It don't take long. So now, while we got that steak drying off, we're going to start heating up our cast iron pan. And we're going to set it at a medium. And it's going to take a little while. You know, about 5 minutes or so until you heat on up. And then we'll start sauteing our onions. First, in some toasted sesame oil. If you've never tried cooking up your onion, peppers, think stir fry, because this is the oil they use, or any type of meat, I'd recommend you give it a try. So we've had our pan heating for a bit. You always want to do that with cast iron. And we're going to add in a little bit of this toasted sesame seed oil. A tablespoon or two. Yep, it looks like it's hot enough, because it's even starting to smoke a little too. So we know it's good and hot. Woo! Yes it is. We'll just coat it up. And we'll toss our onion in. Oh yeah, did you hear that sizzle right there? I surely did. We got to get these onions sauteed up to have with our New York strip steak. Uh-oh, that one's trying to get away. Whew. Already smelling good. We better turn that heat down, don't you think? Maybe down to a 3. It's not going to take long. But while this is all starting to cook up and make the house smell fine, we'll go ahead and get our steaks seasoned so we can drop them in too. Won't take long for the onion to cook. So we've got our steak all patted dry. We'll just give it a little flip over right there. And now it's time to throw the paper towel away and wash up again before we start seasoning it up. So like I told you, we broke out the good stuff for tonight. And we're just going to keep it simple, at least at this stage. And we're going to add some of this pink Himalayan salt generously onto that steak. You can't scrimp. You got to do it up right. And then we're going to hit it with some of this fine, freshly ground Malabar black pepper. Make sure we get enough. And then we're just going to give it a flip. Just like that. Our onions are coming across and cooking up just perfectly. Starting to get a little brown. Starting to smell that sweet aroma of caramelized onion. Now let's hit this other side with some of that pink Himalayan salt, freshly ground, and some pepper. And that'll do it for the seasonings for now. So we got our steak all ready. So, switch out plates. So we're getting ready to cook up some steaks. Woo, it is smelling good in here. Yes, it is, friends and family. It's been a while since you've been back to a little old country kitchen, but we're so glad you came. And that's about where I like them for right now. So we're just going to get them on out. And I can tell we're going to have to lift this pan to get them out. So y'all wait right here, because I got to remove the onion to get on with the steak. So we got the onion out, but now that sesame seeds oil that remains is all infused with that goodness from the sesame seed oil. We'll get our pan nice and hot again. I think we got enough oil for right now, but I got to get out something special that we're going to be basting it in, and that might be what you asked. I'm sure it's going to be some sweet cream butter. Now I'm using salted butter, sweet cream from Food Club, if you wanted to know. But that'll be for the final basting. Oh, our timer's going off. That's telling us our spud in the toaster oven is done. So we've set our toaster oven to just hold our potato while we get on to cooking the piece de resistance, our steak. And I don't even think we need any more oil. We're just going to drop it right on in the way it is. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. That's what you want to hear. And we're just going to leave it right there. Now, something you're not going to want to do. You don't want to play with it. You don't want to move it. You just want to let it sit right there for about 3 minutes or a little more. You'll know when it's ready to flip, because it'll want to move. It won't stick. Of course, this well seasoned cast iron pan doesn't stick a lot anymore anyway. But listen to that prime restaurant quality New York strip steak sizzle away. Woo! Smell the yummo. I can't wait. So it's been going about 4 minutes or so. Let's give it a check, see if it moves around. Look how easily that moves around. So let's see what it looks like. Woo, look at there. Oh yeah. Got some nice browning on it, didn't we? Right there. I think we'll let it go a little longer on this side. Now I know for those steak aficionados, you say you only flip once. Well, I don't agree with that. You flip as many times as you want to get the crust that you desire and the crispness you want. But so far, it's looking mighty fine. Well, it's been going for about another 4 to 5 minutes on that side. Let's see what we got. Well, it's not browning up like we want it. But I do know this. We're going to start giving it a butter bath right now. So into the pan, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sweet cream butter and let it melt. Just get that butter all around there and under that steak. Maybe that'll get it a little more browning, if I had to guess. Oh yeah. Nothing better than a steak in butter. Let it get under there. Right there. And to it, we're going to hit it with some thyme in our butter sauce. Sprinkle however much you think is right. Oh, and I figured might as well jazz it up with a little bit of rosemary too. Just a little, not a lot. And then a little bit of this minced garlic to add a little more garlicly flavor to that fine piece of meat. Ooh, now it's starting to smell good. Now we got to start basting away. So now we'll do like any quality chef would do and check the other side. We better get our tongs. So all you got to do is to do your basting. Oh, there's our oven. It's heated up, and we're just gonna let that butter run down here. Baste that steak with that nice butter sauce right there. Woo, look at that. And there you have it. A buttered, infused with rosemary, garlic, and thyme New York strip steak from Family Dollar. So we're going to remove it from the pan and place it on a plate. Ooh, that's looking good. Gracie, she's going all around. And there you have it, right there. And as always, we got to let our steak rest. And we'll just plate it up and leave it right there. Because now, we got to get our onions back in here and give them a little warm up. Let them enjoy that butter too. Oh, it don't get no finer than that. It doesn't take long. To let those onions heat back up and infuse with all that goodness left in the old cast iron pan. So let's get these onions on out of here. Put some of them on that steak. Ooh. Just the way I like it. Maybe you don't. And that's enough right there. Tongs are getting away from me. I'm trying to do too much with not enough hands. Turn the heat off. Let's get our potato and get this plated up for a taste test. So there you have the final plate. There's our Family Dollar Dollar Tree steak for $1.97. Our New York strip with a medium baked potato with just some sweet cream and butter, salt and pepper. Who could ask for more? Well, as always, you know, we got to know for sure. How did that New York strip steak come out from Family Dollar and Dollar Tree? There's only one way to know, and that's to cut it up and take a taste test. So let's see. So we got this handy dandy steak knife, and we're going to give it a nice little cut here and see how it came out. Seems tender enough. And there we have it. Yeah, it's about medium to medium well, just the way I like it. Oh my God, that is really good. Woo! I'm gonna have to have another bite with some onion. just to show you how good it is. Hold on. Well, y'all, it is tasty. Because you saw I already had a bite. And I'm going to have another one right here in front of you with some of that onion. Yes, I am. So here we go. Got some of those butter caramelized. Oh, what all did we put in it? Rosemary, thyme, and garlic infused. Woo! New York strip steak with onion. Let's give it a try. Mmm. Woo! Mm-hmm. Tender. Moist. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That'll slap the pants off. That is flavorful. I'd give it 3 out of 5 yummos. And I was really needing that. So hey y'all, if you don't mind, I'm going to eat it while it's hot. But hey, if you got a Family Dollar, Dollar Tree store near you, you might want to check them out. Because I'm sure that clearance sale on the New York strip steak won't last long. And you can get all you can carry for $1.97 a piece. And for $1.97, you can't beat it. Let me tell you that. So, I got to cut some up for Gracie. I've got to eat. So until we see you on that next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. May God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Ooh, that is good. Gracie, I forgot. You can't have none. Because I put some onion and garlic in it. I'll tell you what. I'll give you some meow mix for tonight. And the next one I make, I'll cut it in half. And make you up some. In the kitty crew. Ooh, this is a delight. Oh, later all.